And now we're back.
It is the final thoughts here for Week 3 in the NFL. Your fantasy questions being answered all morning long, as they are every Sunday morning here in the Sportsocracy. Was that somebody screaming in my ear? Weird. I'm hearing voices now. It's all fucking weird. Just wow, it's a morning. It's been a morning. All right, final thoughts here on the day's festivities. Shootouts of the day. Minnesota, LA.
I don't know. I like everything for Minnesota less now with no J.C. Jackson. You got to understand how bad he has actually been. And now, I mean, it probably takes me off Justin Jefferson at 9,300. Now I'm probably seeing it your way on Jordan Addison.
Yep.
Or more likely, DJ Hawkinson.
Ooh, little Hawk action?
Well, I'm looking at what's going to be out there for the Chargers now. And with no J.C. Jackson, I don't have the easily picked on one. Because So Asante Samuel will be on Jefferson, which I don't like nearly as much. You'll get Michael Davis on the other side, which is who Addison will get. Mm-hmm. And you'll get Jasir Taylor, who's actually been really good in the slot. So it's Jordan Addison. That's probably the piece of that I now want. It is pathetic that a guy that signed an $82 million deal is such a friggin' liability that him being out was enough for me to go, yeah, that's good. That's good enough for me.
Yep.
I'm literally taking Justin Jefferson out of lineups as we speak. That's how big of a deal that actually is.
Would you just replace him with Taysom Hill? Or not Taysom Hill, Tyreek Hill?
Could, but you don't have to. You don't have to.
But where are you shifting the savings then?
Cedarian DeLeon Lamb.
I do like CeeDee Lamb.
I love me some CeeDee Lamb today. We haven't talked nearly enough about that Cowboys game.
Well, because they're going to beat the piss out of Arizona. I love Tony Pollard.
I do too. I love Tony Pollard. CeeDee Lamb will get what he can, and then they just coast. That's how it should go anyway.
And Pennywise said you're messing up. No, you got to understand, the reason that Justin Jefferson's expensive as hell. The reason I was shoehorning this is because he was getting the worst corner in the NFL. Now he's going to get a younger corner who probably gets safety help over the top. Justin Jefferson will still be fine. You're probably just not getting the 40 I thought he was going to put up on J.C. Jackson. So now I'm not shoehorning it the way I was.
I have 36% exposure on Jefferson, and I'm going to leave it. That's it.
All that Geno Smith shit we talked, as soon as I saw it was raining, I went, man, we're done. Yeah, we're done on that. You still playing Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not.
Why?
Without J.C. Jackson, I'm just telling you that changes so much. He had been the worst corner in NFL history through 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. But who's behind them? Who now becomes the two?
Well, Michael Davis is the one they'll still pick on. But what this does is it now takes your number one option is not just consistently beating the coverage that they're getting, which brings in Bosa and it brings in Mack. And I look at what Philadelphia did. They hit Kirk Cousins 500 times. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to think Minnesota's a trap. That's what everybody's going to be on, and I think it's a trap. Which makes me want to completely shade off this and do what I think no one is doing.
Yeah. Okay. I can't get there with you because this defense has not been good to begin with.
But why? Why is
it because J.C. Jackson? And taking J.C. Jackson away makes them better?
Oh, no doubt it makes them better.
Okay.
That's unequivocal. Do I need to say what I just said again? Through 2 weeks, he's been the worst corner in the history of the NFL.
So they've been playing him because they're paying him.
I guess.
And the guy behind him is actually better.
Well, you can't be worse. Let me say this for the third time. Through 2 weeks, he has the lowest PFF grade of any corner in 2 weeks in NFL history. Not the first 2 weeks. In any 2 contiguous weeks in the history of PFF. So, yeah, anything you throw out there is better than that. He has been the greatest liability in the history of this league through 2 weeks. And now I just think that let me go back and, out of curiosity, just tell you what the 2 receivers against him have done against him. I'm sure there's more questions.
Without J.C. Jackson, you've got Asante Samuel, Michael Davis.
And Asante Samuel will now get Justin Jefferson.
Jasir Taylor.
Jasir Taylor's the slot guy, and he's pretty damn good at it. Jasir Taylor's that kid out of Wake Forest.
And Dean Leonard. Those are the corners that they have active.
I'm not saying it's great. It's now just not the holy shit I have to pay $9,300 for Justin Jefferson that it was. And I think that a copious number of people are going to do that, and it makes me want to do anything else, which is what I think I'm going to do.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Let's see. Go back to the chat here. Need 2 from Bradley Presley, 1 running back and 1 flex. So the running backs:
Josh Kelly, Jerome Ford, Brian Robinson, Puka Nacua, Josh Jacobs. God, you only need 2 of those? Josh Kelly, Puka Nacua.
DFS lineup thoughts: Geno, Ford, Kelly, Jefferson, Ridley, Kelsey, Dell, Jets defense.
I see no qualms. I have no qualms.
Yep.
I like it.
Lions, Ravens, Chargers, Bills. What is this? Oh, this is a parlay from Isaiah Crandall. Lions, Ravens, Chargers, Bills, Dolphins, Jags, Seahawks, Cowboys, Chiefs, 49ers, Eagles. It's a bold strategy. I'm
now building a lineup for only the early games that has Tua Tagovailoa as the quarterback.
Mims or Dubs at wide receiver after Waddle went down.
Dubs.
Romeo Dubs over Marvin Mims.
I would agree.
Mims is hit or miss. Last week was wild and then never saw the ball again.
He played 9 snaps. I'm good on that.
Yep.
Now don't ask me why that is, because it doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. But it's the way it's going.
Yep. Play Elijah Moore. Play Elijah Moore. Play Elijah Moore from Pissed Off Browns fan. I
don't disagree with him. Because he plays out of the slot, and the Titans suck something awful at that.
I'm not mad at Amari Cooper either. This is one of those games, like if Deshaun Watson still has major issues today, I'm gonna go, okay, now there's
and you're
now
dead
there's
to me?
really something wrong.
So you're going full dead to me if that's the case?
I think so. I mean, against the worst secondary in the league, and they're gonna. I mean, I guess they can't really stack the box, but they're good against the run. It shouldn't be Jerome Ford.
I just made an early slate only with Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson. And I like it a lot.
Ooh.
I don't even know what I have entered at this point. Like, I'll see it at 7 o'clock tonight and hope that number is real big.
Yeah. Let's see. Isaiah Crandall says, very bold, but it won't pay off. But I picked every team to have a field goal today. $18,000 payoff.
It worked last week. It's the first time it had worked in a long time. Like,
that everybody kicked a field goal?
Real long time. But it did work.
He said won't happen, but it's fun. All right. Good. Yeah, why not?
Parlay betting, that really should be the tagline. It won't work, but it's fun.
But it's fun. You ever played the Powerball?
It's parlay betting's a lot like playing Powerball.
Of course.
You're not banking on paying your mortgage with a Powerball win. But if you ever did, it'd be a shitload of fun.
Absolutely. And depending on what you could get out of it, you could make a couple of those payments.
Oh, good Lord. I have lineups to fix and shit to do.
Yes, we do.
Yikes.
We'll be hanging out at the Village Porch.
Correct.
51 North Merriman Avenue. Come on down and hang out with us. Watch some games this afternoon. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Of course, we'll be back with you tomorrow on ESPN Asheville at noon, breaking down every game with our Overreaction Monday. Plus, we'll get you set for the Monday night doubleheader this week. Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, also the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Armchair, it's always a pleasure, sir.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Best of luck to you and all of your lineups today. That goes for everyone. Like I said,
don't tinker.
Yeah, don't tinker.
You mean that thing? You mean that thing I'm actively doing right now? You mean I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now?
Yep.
No, you should leave what you've done and enter new lineups, which is what I did.
I've already done that, and now I'm going back to fix all the things that I just said I didn't want to do.
Stop tinkering. It is the Sportsocracy, and we will see you back here tomorrow at noon.